A very good morning, guys. Today is Monday. Gift Nifty showing a flat to positive opening, and crowd or the retail put book is at 5 days higher, and it is at record high of 6.08 lakh naked puts they have sold in. So new record, and they added almost 1.22 lakh on Friday at the cheapest premium that is available all this month. When volatility is below that 10 mark and everyone else is buying, they are selling puts, and that is what today's episode is all about. So this is the Tanmay Edge. You are listening to episode 104. I'm Tanmay Kurtagoti. So let's go. So let's look at what happened on Friday. Nifty closed at 24,366, just 0.12% negative. The high and low for Nifty was 24,326 to 24,431, exactly between that magnet of 24,400 to a low of 24,300. So the grading for Friday's episode is 4 on 5. You can visit rupeecase.com and check it out. Both indices got a late cash hop on as expected on a non-expiry day, wherein every cash is showing us some long positive bounce happening on every closing. Now let's look at the pros, the loop that happened. So on the pros, they flipped up. So what does that mean is they now are zero point 0.6 lakh calls they have added, and around zero point 0.6 lakh puts they have added. So they are long volatility on both ends. Sorry, around 1.37 lakh calls they have added, and they are holding around zero point 0.6 lakh puts. So it means they are holding both calls and puts when the volatility is low. So this is the third loop they are doing it. When they buy the cheap volatility, sell it once the spike happens, and again buy it back when the volatility is cheap. So now you understand why they have went long volatility today, because the volatility arc, if you see, is has been falling from 10 to 12.2 to 9.9 to 9.4 to almost 8. So that is the lowest that we have seen. The Tuesday straddle is trading at 168. Last time we saw the closing happening around 140. So another 20 to 30 points decay is left for today's expiry. Moment has never been cheaper this cycle. One day before expiry, you can see it. And what is FIs doing? So FIs have hit the max puts they have bought in. So 4.97 lakh puts they are holding. Along with that, they are 1.77 lakh futures short. Calls, they are 2.77 lakh short. And in the cash market, they bought 508 crores. So 2 of the 3 days they bought it to, and 5,589 crore into index options. The DIs also bought 356 crores. So both FIs, DIs bought in. FIs are maintaining their hedge. They are long the stocks, short the index futures, which is at record high of 1.77 lakhs, and short calls and long puts. So keep an eye on that, because that is where the selling is coming from. And the retail, the crowd is trapped again. They have a record 6.08 lakh naked put short. They sold almost 1.22 lakh puts on Friday. So 5 days after that record we are seeing, and if the market breaks that 24,300, they are they are cooked. So keep a watch on the record flow of retail as well. And the option chain is stable. 24,400 is still the magnet, which means that 24,400 should be still at the center of any trade. Then 24,300 has 1.02 lakh puts sold. Almost 24 lakh puts got added on Friday. 24,000 is the base. That is where the maximum support is. But I don't see the market going below 24,200. And 24,000 holds around 1.14 crore puts that have been written. 24,400 calls, if you look at it, has the first resistance, which is just below that 1 crore mark of 81 lakhs. 25,000 calls, some covering happened, but still has holds around 1.13 crore calls that have been written. So resistance is 24,400, the support is at 24,300, and PCR is at 0.884. So the basis is around 80 points from weekly to monthly futures. So support is stacking up, resistance is just at the money. Everything is converging on 24,400. And today is the rebalance day on rupee case all cap as well. Last week we saw a nice pullback on the all cap strategy, wherein the CAGR for it for the last 5 years is roughly around 47%. 50 stocks, 2% each from the broader market. That is what the portfolio looks like. You can visit rupeecase.com and check it out. Some global data right now, gift nifty is negative 30 points, opening around 24,400. Nikkei records 68,739. Hong Kong is up 1.35%. US Friday was soft. Nasdaq was down 0.28%. S&P was down 0.17%. Gold is at its record high of 4,400 and is trading strong. Brent is at 88.84. USD INR is at 95.43. So, quite firm open into the magnet, and the sleeper to watch is the Japanese yields, because the 10-year Japanese yields have been rising strongly and are trading at 2.93. So 1.6% bounce that we have seen over there. So keep a watch on that. So the plan is pretty simple, guys. Buy on dips continues and unchanged for the whole month. Cash, FIS cash buying has intensified. 2 of the 3 days they are buying, along with insurance they are buying. DIs are absorbing. 24,300 is the support. 24,000 is the base case, which holds around 1.14 crore uh, puts. Dip, so buy on dips towards that 24,300 buy zone. Stop below 24,250. That is your stop loss that should be taken out. If 24,250 hold breaks, then I think 24,100 and 24,000 can also hit out. So keep a watch on 24,250. Upside reclaim 24,400 on a closing basis, and we could see the magnet shifting to 24,500 first. So buy the dips, respect that 24,300 mark, and let the magnet do its work. Rule number one, guys, today the volatility is extremely cheap. So if you are selling intraday straddle, keep a watch on any straddle spike that is happening. If the spike starts to happen, get out of it immediately. Don't wait for the premiums to decay till 315. Don't know how the decay should work today. I think after today's morning gap up in the volatility, we should see some subside happening, and the straddle closing around 140 levels at today's close. So let's see it. But this was the Tanmaj, guys. You listen to episode 105. If you like the episode, please share it with one trader friend who needs it right now. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and or listen it live on rupeecase.com, where it streams first. See you all tomorrow once again. Until then, have a happy Monday and see you on tomorrow's expiry.